Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Sammy J. Again, this session is specifically for beginners, or you can be an expert too, and you're just getting into the 35 millimeter, and you just don't want to dive into something more complicated. So if you are a beginner in the 35 millimeter arena, not as a photographer, again, I've done photography for a lot of years, but when I dived into 35 millimeter, I learned a lot from which one is easy to use, which one is too complicated. What time should we use it? Events, etc. Again, here's the Canon A1. By the way, this is not it. I'm just going to show you which, again, my point of view, what I have. Again, this video is specifically from my point of view. You can watch other videos, and people might tell you automatically use the AE1 program Canon or the Pentax K1000. Those two came up with any search. Pentax K1000 or the Canon AE1. I don't understand why those two, they always come up, but you're going to be surprised. Hang in there and you'll see what I mean in this video. Canon AE1, we tried this one. We tried the Nikon FG. And then for the heck of it, we tried the Vevitar 220 SL. This thing is like a tank. It's heavy. It's beautiful. I love it, by the way. And then the beautiful Olympus OM20. Beautiful OM20. Again, there's Olympus OM10, OM20, OM30, OM40. But between all of these, I chose the Olympus OM20. Again, as you can see, I tried several. Actually, took some pictures, black and white, and we'll share some here during the end of the video. I'll show you some specifically for the chosen camera. Again, hang in there to see the pictures. But which one is for beginners? Again, if you don't agree with me, put some comments here and tell me which one you tried and you think it's good for the beginners. Here it is the Pentax ME, not Super, not SE, the Pentax ME. Why? Look at the size of it. I mean, look at the size. You can see the size of it. Number one, the size, it just, look at this. It fits in the palm of your hand. It's beautiful. It's light. It's not too heavy. It's balanced. Again, this is for the beginner. You don't want something overwhelming. You don't want intimidated camera, like, oh, what's going on with this thing? Aperture priority, and that's it. The switches on top are very direct, easy to get to. Small hands, big hands, medium hands, it doesn't matter. The lock button is very simplistic. You take it from lock, you turn it to auto. Again, you take it from lock, take it to auto, and you're ready to go. You crack, point, shoot. Look at the sound. Look at this thing. I love it. This thing is amazing. I took it to the zoo. I took it to the park. And again, I tested all of these. This one came on top. Not just picture quality. Again, all of these going to have grain. So don't, something I got shocked with is like my brain was going, compare my mirrorless photography with 35 millimeter. No, it's not going to work. You're going to be disappointed. So lower your expectation. You're going to have a grain with this. It depends which film you're using. Kodak, Ilford and black and white. So long story short, you will have grain with 35 millimeter photography. And that's the beauty of 35 millimeter photography. You're going to have grain. It's beautiful. It's amazing. Again, so we're talking camera for beginners. This is it. Pentax ME. It's small. It's not too light, not too heavy. It's just perfect. It's perfect in your pocket. Actually, they make a clip. I look in the catalog of this thing, and I'll put a link to the catalog too, so you can actually look at all the features. We'll do reviews for all these cameras specifically, but this session is not for reviews. It's which camera fits you as a beginner. You want something quick and easy to use? The Pentax ME. Look at this. It's beautiful. I mean, one switch. You got lock, You know, turn it to auto, lock, turn it to auto, and you're ready to go. Adjust your aperture from here. You want something, you know, blur background, go to f2.8, f4, etc. If you want clear, everything's clear, go to f8 to f11. Very simple, you know. Lower number, higher number, blur, not blurred. And then focusing is again manual. All these cameras are manual focusing. And go to town. So when I was at the zoo and another park and I put some pictures, it was like pick up one switch, click. The other cameras click this and click that. It's too complicated. Again, for me, it's okay, but especially the Canon A1, it has great pictures, but you know, too many switches. And then I don't like that. I like the quality, but the switching and the too many things on the top, it's a little bit intimidating. Again, Pentax ME. You don't agree with me? Put some comments here. Which one you started with as a beginner? Did you transition from Pentax to Canon to Nikon to some Pentax? You know, let me know in the description. Again, I hear a lot about Pentax K1000 and other Pentax, and what's wrong with this one? Next, again, light, size, easy to use. Next, the most important thing is it's inexpensive. You can get this for $50. I mean, if it's 100 or 75 or 90, it's going to be in mint condition. Again, size, easy to use, budget priced, and the lens quality of this, it's just amazing. It just f2.0 lens, it's just great. I love the size of it. Pentax ME. And there's another one, it's called Pentax ME Super and SE. Again, more switches, more complication. I don't want that. Look at this. One switch. You can lock it or go to auto and you're done. And you got bulb and then 100 speed. If the battery goes out, here's the beauty of this. If the battery goes out, it still works on 1/100 shutter speed. Again, the batteries go down here. I mean, what's the review in this? You got timer here. I mean, the review is like 3 minutes. Again, there's lots of reviews on YouTube, but this is just to give you quick and dirty. I'm a beginner. I'm looking to 35mm film. Which one should I go with? This is it. Don't waste your time and watch 100 videos. This is it. Guaranteed, it's going to work. I've used it myself. It's easy to use. It's light, and most importantly, it's inexpensive. You don't agree? Put in the comment which one you used, and you know. Again, support. You know, subscribe to the channel. Support this community. It's a collaborative effort. If you have different opinion or point of view, great. Let people know, and then people make their own choices. As you can see, I have 5 cameras here. I used them all. My point of view, this is it. It's lovely. Look at that. From L to auto. Look at this. Plus the shutter sound. Just amazing. I love it. I love it. If you haven't used one of these, I mean, you're missing the boat. But there, it's a 35mm camera. Pentax ME is the one for beginners. Let's look at the pictures. Okay, so this is a quick review. I mean, I'm sure there's tons of reviews of this camera online, but this is just a quick review to show you how easy is it to use. Again, we'll start from down here. It's very simplistic. Not much to do on the front. You got this timer button right here, and then the key of this camera is the top. You got the winder here. You got how many exposures you got down here, but the key is this one button here. It's on auto right now. L is locked, as you can see. L is locked. You just switch it to auto, and now your shutter speed is going to be picked automatically. All you have to do is down here. You see here, just pick your aperture. You can go, this goes up to 2 if you want blurred background, or go up to 16 or 22 if you want everything clear in the background. Very simplistic. Okay, so when blur, go this way. You want clear landscape photos, go this way. In between, 5.6 is a good pick for that. Also, it does bulb, but frankly, between all these cameras, who wants to use bulb? I use my mirrorless when I want to go bulb, and which is you keep the shutter open and take night photography. And then you have the 100x. If you put it here and you don't have batteries, it's gonna work. And that's it. That's how simple this thing is. So I put it on auto. Again, press the button and put it in auto. It's beautiful. And then you go to town. Crank. Look how beautiful this thing. Look at that. And then down on this side, you set up the film speed. You raise it and you turn it. So you just have to raise this ring, and turn to the. So right now it's on 200. Look there. You can see it. And then exposure compensation. Without raising it, you can just turn it. Goes to 2, or +2 or -2. Frankly, I don't mess with that. I keep it on 1x. So what does that mean? +2 or -2. So let's say you're on the beach, for example, and you have very bright background. You want to go +2, okay, on this one here. If you're on the beach and you have an extremely bright background, you want to go +1 or +2. If you're taking a picture for somebody on the stage and the background is super dark, you go -1 or -2. Just remember this rule, okay? So on the beach, +1 or +2. On a stage with an extremely dark background, you go -1 or -2. Yeah, practice with that. And then all other pictures, I'll keep it on just the middle one here, which is the +1. Okay? It's very simple. I mean, I love it. It's not complicated. And you got the winder here, and then from inside is nothing fancy. Again, this is just quick and dirty review, and then he takes the batteries right here. It feels solid. Fits in the palm of your hand. And make sure you get the Ashai, the Pentax Ashai, because these are, they're made in Japan. It's beautiful. Pentax ME, inexpensive, light, beautiful, and handy. That's it. Not much to do on the reviews. I mean, what's to do? If you want to know how to load film and do other things, subscribe to the channel. I got a bunch of videos there that shows you what to do. Again, thank you very much. Pentax ME, perfect for starters.